submitted for your approval. E.O. Higgins and Mark Green, gentle and infinitely patient people whose lives have been in a hope chest with a rusty lock on the last set of keys. But in a moment that hope chest will be opened by the improbable phantom of fate who will overtake the drabness of these two people's failure-laden lives and actually cause them to spiral downwards. For standing on the outskirts, wearing medical tresses and slack-jawed expressions, they are about to enter Hello, Shite.
You're listening to Hello, Shite. Isn't there something better you could be doing?
Howdy, listeners, and welcome to Hello, Shite, the bad culture podcast, in which we'll be attempting to polish culture's biggest turds. Or, if we can't do that, at least spray them liberally with Febreze mist and present them in a slightly jaunty hat. My name is E.O. Higgins, and I'm joined, as always, by the chain-smoking raconteur and Shatner's mile-high gremlin that is Mr. Mark Green.
I'm a genie in a bottle, you gotta rub me the right way. News.
Ugh.
They're not getting better, are they, Ed?
Moving on.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the pre-section of Hello, Shite.
Welcome, everybody.
The business end of Hello, Shite.
But at the beginning. Yeah.
This is the long-winded section in which myself and Mark deign to rub shoulders with the public.
And we don't enjoy doing this, quite honestly, because it fills up a bit of time. Ed has to write this stuff down.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I'm not sure
No, it's quite good, because what we do is we listen to what they say.
Well, we don't.
Occasionally make appropriate noises.
Yes.
And then cruelly turn our backs on them for another month.
Or
week. To use the parlance of the show.
You sound like you're discussing marriage.
Well,
this isn't counselling, Ed.
I've signed up for the wrong thing then.
Yeah, clearly.
Anyway, we've got a lot to get through, Mark. We actually do have quite a lot to get through.
Okay.
So I hope you've heard of all these things. You won't have heard of all.
No. No.
Don't worry about that.
I've done my usual standard of preparation.
Yeah.
None.
So John Cummins has been in touch via the emails.
Uh-huh.
And he suggested we devote a show to the short-lived... I've written short-loved, which is probably more accurate.
Yeah.
Chris Barry sitcom Prince Among Men.
Oh, see, I don't remember that too much. I remember the British Empire.
Right.
Obviously Red Dwarf.
No, this was one season. Okay.
Was his name Gary Prince or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a scouse bloke with a mullet. Well, anyway, here you go. So that's one. We've done that one now.
Right, forget that one. Move on.
In fairness, it does seem like it might be shite.
Yes.
So, it's the criteria.
Yeah.
So, friend of the show and former Hello Shite superfan, Andrew Kerr, has been in contact, and he's come up with the goods again. Yeah. He sent us the Bible Man adventures on YouTube.
Nice.
Heard of that?
No idea what that is at all.
Yeah, you surprised me. It is a sci-fi superhero TV show.
Liking it.
On cable.
Yeah.
With a distinctly Christian flavour. Obviously.
So there's a moral to his work.
Well, you might think that.
Yeah.
The episode he sent via Twitter was called Breaking the Bonds of Disobedience.
That's weird, because I've got a video in my collection and it's not very Christian, but it's actually the same name.
Okay. It's pretty strong stuff, Mark. I did have a look at this one, and I should say, though he is a fundamentalist Christian superhero, Bible Man is quite camp.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So, Dr. Rosemary Green.
Doctor?
We've got a doctor.
There's a Green out there that's qualified as a doctor.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
No relation to you. She got in touch via the Facebooks, and she suggested we cover the film Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
No, I have seen some of these.
Oh!
And it's almost good. So it's a Sci-Fi Channel thing they do.
Well, I haven't seen this either, obviously.
No, it's awful.
But it does have some quite remarkable reviews, and the lowest Rotten Tomatoes rating I've ever seen.
Well, we're not on there yet, are we?
You don't have those production qualities.
No.
So Peter Whittle of the Sunday Times.
Sorry, of the Sunday Times.
Yeah, he hasn't written to us. This is his review.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Just to confuse you.
Sorry, for a moment there, I thought someone in legitimate media.
We've got Dr. Rosemary Gray. What are you talking about? It's not fucking Dr. Peter Whittle, is it? Gave this film a 1 out of 5 stars and considered it unwatchable, almost unreviewable. This stupid monster movie makes Bela Lugosi's swan song Plan 9 Out of Space look like a masterpiece.
No, you see, I like that film.
Well, I've said here, I've got to say, Plan 9 from Outer Space is one of my favourite films.
It's a classic.
And I don't like the Sunday Times.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
Off Peter Whittle.
Yeah.
You know about it. Neil Cullen has asked us to cover Big Break.
It's only a... No, that's something else. It's only a game.
I'm gonna be snookering you tonight.
Yeah. John Virgo.
That's it.
And the part-time racist and sexist Jim Davidson,
Part-time?
right? Part-time, sorry, yeah.
The BBC TV game show from the 1980s and 90s. I don't know what kind of listenership we have out there, Mark. But the very idea that anyone would or could think that a snooker-based game show utilising the comedy stylings of a racist man and a bearded snooker player in a colourful waistcoat.
Yeah.
The reason anyone could think that was shit is it's an anathema to me. Fiona Harris has got in touch with us via the emails and asked us to consider doing a show about Terry and June.
I love Terry and June.
I remember 2 episodes of this. Actually, I sort of remember 3. There's one where he had to go and impress his boss by playing some golf.
Right.
It's quite middle class, this.
Yeah.
And
there was a lot of cardigans.
One where he got trapped in a belfry. Mm-hmm. And another one where he put his Wellington boots outside and some scouts took them for thinking they were left out for a jamboree. You wouldn't get that in another country, would you? But
June Whitfield, national treasure.
Yeah, well, and finally, Mark, I received an email this month from Peter Duncan.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Requesting we cover the BBC 1980s teen adventure series, Duncan Dares.
Well, we've got to do it. If Duncan wants it, we get it.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit odd, because you've been pressing us to cover Duncan Dares for some time now, yeah. I didn't know whether or not I know you used to work in television.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Maybe you got the old Rolodex out.
Made a few calls.
So I tried to email the email.
What's his email address?
I don't know. But it bounced back. So
yeah. Oh, that's really sad. I'll tell you what. I'll give him a call after we record tonight. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And get exclusive rights to Duncan Dares. Probably the Stuntman one because that's my favourite.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like the one where he walked across hot coals.
Yeah. Oh, that's good as well.
Yeah.
See, why are we not doing this one? It's cheffing awesome. So this month we looked at Twilight Zone, and a particular episode called Man in a Bottle, I believe.
The Man in the Bottle.
The Man in the Bottle from about 1960 something.
The Man in the Bottle is episode 38 of the American television series.
Yeah.
The Twilight Zone, which originally aired on October 7th, 1960.
Hello, Shite. They watch this drivel so that you don't have to.
It opens in a small antique shop in what we can only assume is downtown New York.
New York.
The shop is obviously supposed to look down at heel, pokey, and ancient.
Ed, it looked like Home Bargains to me.
Well, I think if you lived in London, it's clearly a spacious, well-appointed modern character property.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, did you used to be an estate agent or something?
What? That's right, me and Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah.
Hanging out in Reading together. We meet Arthur Castle, the shop's mindering proprietor, who is sifting through his collection of utility bills, wondering which one not to pay first.
So this guy reminded me, it was Arthur, and the first thing I thought of when I saw him was Arthur Fowler from EastEnders.
That's weird, because I looked at him all the way through. He looks like a fat Farage. He really does.
Well, it's kind of borne out later on, really, as well, isn't it? I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was in black and white, which confused me.
It was.
Yeah, I was mucking around with the TV setting for ages.
Oh.
I was such a fool. My mind couldn't comprehend there was time before colour TV for a moment there.
Dear. Well, but wait a minute. You're 40 years old and more, are you?
Yeah, but... Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point.
Did you not ever own a black and white television?
Yes, I did, yeah.
When his wife helpfully calls down from upstairs that he should probably pay the gas and electric bill, which provokes Castle to really upplay his agitated whining.
He's quite an angry guy, actually. He seems to go from naught to angry quite quickly.
He's an odd character because none of it gels.
No, not really. No.
It's a really badly written show. Episode. It's not a badly written show. I love the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
This episode is shit.
No. It's not the strongest one I've ever seen, no.
It's terrible.
She kind of reminded me of Renee's wife in a lower little bit.
That's weird. I reference a lower low. Not at this point.
No, fair enough then.
Well, there you go.
That's something to look forward to.
Slightly worryingly limited frame of reference that you and I have. Yes. That's good. So his wife calls down and says he should pay the water bill, and he says, "Oh, that's one I can't pay," he says, rifling through his coin purse with all the desperate fury of a Wetherspoons Brexiteer at opening time.
Yeah.
Suddenly the bell above the door trills, and Castle looks up expectantly, only for his shoulders to sink once more when he observes an old woman shamble into the building, clutching an old Chianti bottle. The old woman leers insanely at him, and then instigates some pretty weak rain-based small talk, which Castle shrugs off.
Yeah.
So he starts off, he's blasé, you're not interested in this old woman that's turned up.
Yeah.
And then, what...
Well, he kind of
flies in the face of what he then does.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm getting an impression of Open All Hours here as well. It's very much a similar setup as well. Have you referenced that as well?
No.
Thank God for that. It's just the till and the fact he's behind the counter and our old lady just walks in.
In our brains, we can only associate things with 70s and 80s television. That's
British
all,
television,
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope that poor Mike Goodry guy is listening in the USA.
Oh, yeah.
He's never going to understand any of this.
Oh, and
even though we're talking about the Twilight Zone.
And our one listener from the Ecuador as well.
Yeah. Removing the wicker-encased Chianti bottle from beneath her moth-eaten shawl, the old woman claims it's an old heirloom that's been in her family for generations. Castle points out it's still got the fucking Londis sticker on it, and advises her to take it back to the store she bought it from, and she might get some money back. Well, she's clearly come to you because you're the only person that's going to give.
And clearly you're a mug as well. She's giving you the hard luck story here, and it's working.
Yeah. If I could spare $1, I'd give it to you, says Castle, as he heads off to the till and gets $1 out of it and then hands it over to her.
But weirdly, he rings up...
What are you doing?
He rings up no sale.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that is a sale. I mean, I didn't understand that. If
he's he's giving her some money.
Yeah, but...
While saying he's not going to do that.
Yeah, but why put the no sale up?
I don't know.
I guess you have to press a button on the till to open it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I understand it.
Maybe. I'm not massively au fait with 1960s tills.
No, me neither.
But clearly there's some script problems here. Anyway, I've looked up on an online inflation calculator how much do you think $1 in 1960 is equivalent to today?
What do you mean? What it could buy?
No, what's the... there's inflation calculators.
Oh, okay, right. So, I don't know, $5 now?
$8.28.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
So he's just given her nearly a tenner.
Yeah.
For an old bottle.
Yeah.
From a bin.
Yeah.
And he's broke.
Yeah.
Seems like an unreasonably large amount to give to an old woman. For.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's not the Antiques Roadshow, is it?
No, that's true. I mean? And as he hands it over to her, having just kind of ignored her when she was trying to make polite chit-chat, he then just hands it to her and whispers, "I wish it could be more." Which one is it?
The thing is, this is totally contradicted to his behaviour later on as well.
None of it.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
But anyway, so she cons him out the money, basically.
Yeah.
And as she's leaving, she makes the revelation that pretty much I picked it out of a bin.
Yeah, Mr. Castle, it's not an heirloom. I found it in a trash can.
Yeah.
And then quickly pegs it off down to Bon Marché to buy herself a new shawl.
Yeah.
Ill-gotten plunder.
She's off to Edinburgh Wall.
Anyway, clearly Castle has proved that he's a kind and decent man, and considering this is an American TV show from the early 60s, that surely makes him bulletproof, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
Surely nothing bad can befall him now.
No. Well, other than your wife finding out.
Yeah, well, she does turn up and bollock him. So,
Well, he's got the evidence on the till because he tries to conceal it with the arm as well.
Oh.
So she comes down the stairs, doesn't she? She's like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" You know. I've smelt the fact that you've given some. I've sensed the fact that you've given some money away to a tramp, effectively.
Yeah.
But you've not been clever enough to actually cover your tracks.
He then points out that it's not his fault.
No.
The shop is shit, and it broke his grandfather's heart and practically killed his father.
So why are you doing this?
I don't know. Sell the fucking shop. Then.
Yeah. Also, presumably,
this man is an idiot.
Presumably, as well, if it broke his grandfather and his father, presumably he's never made any money anyway, right? Right, so there's I think there's a bit of an anger issue going on.
He's angry.
And the net result is that the bottle is broken on the floor.
Ah, yeah. It drops to the floor. Mid-rant.
Yeah, mid-rant,
And Castle mooches over to it and accidentally knocks it over. And as the bottle hits his Axminster floor, suddenly great plumes of white smoke appear. Way, Castle says, accurately. Jabbing a finger at the rising smoke. Meanwhile, Castle's wife Edna looks on, fairly nonplussed. She's seen this shit before.
Yeah. I mean, he's not worried that it's poisonous gas coming out of there or anything like that. You know, it's just a gas. It could be anything. It could be arsenic. It could be, I don't know.
Rod Serling appears, adding to the rising smoke level, and inexplicably monologues about hope chests. Really, he should be saying, "I didn't write this one, you know."
No, it's nothing to do with me.
Unfortunately, he did.
Yeah.
I love the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that monologue's brilliant, isn't it?
Shit.
And it's quite clever as well because they're obviously breaking that illusion between the TV and you. And I quite like that.
The fourth wall.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, is it clever? Lovejoy did that.
Did it? Yeah.
Oh no! More British 80s television.
That's all we watch.
Stop.
You're listening to Hello Shite. Isn't there something better you could be doing?
From the midst of the smoke, suddenly a ponce with a steel-topped cane and a jaunty Homburg hat appears. The castles look on, somewhat dazed. As the ponce exits the dry ice, he smiles widely. Rather than going into a lengthy generic explanation of my existence, suffice to say, I'm a genie.
The only thing he's really lacking here is the smoking jacket and the little moustache. Really.
He's an odd-looking fella.
He is, yeah.
The genie obviously doffs his hat and does his best to brush over the show's lazy writing here.
Can I just pick up a point here as well, right? So, traditional genie, you have to rub the bottle to reveal the genie, right? Yeah. Not smash it.
No.
Okay, just checking that.
It is, it's normally a lamp.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a lamp as well. It's not an old
Chianti bottle. No.
Yeah.
That you found in a bin.
Yeah. Yes.
There's a number of things wrong with this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not very traditional at this stage, just to say that.
The castle's boggle, and as we're going to move to a close-up of the genie, this is clearly the most unconventional genie you've ever seen. Yeah. Rather than the jinns you'll have seen in your storybooks that you'll have read as a child, Arabian Nights and such like. Yeah. This genie of the lamp is not from a lamp. And it's not a fat bloke in a turban with curly-toed slippers. No. He's different. No. In fact, it's some sort of doe-eyed cowboy man with acne scars and horse dentures.
He looks like he's a bit from the Rat Pack as well, doesn't he? He's got the hat and all the rest of it. So it's weird. Yeah.
Also,
how does he know?
Yeah.
Because he's been in that bottle for 101 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Why is he dressed like that then?
Yeah, exactly. Why is he not dressed like he was 101 years ago?
I don't know.
Yeah,
when was the last time he got togged up?
No, exactly, yeah.
Is he? I don't know, God.
We just suspend disbelief there. It's just genie powers, right?
So he says, that's quite correct. A genie, and I can offer you 4 wishes.
Again? Yeah. Not picking holes in this, Ed.
No.
Traditionally...
It's normally 3,
It's normally 3, yes it is, yeah, absolutely, yeah. 4's a bit weird. It's almost like, well, we need to do 4 because that means that the episode can be a bit longer because we can go through a bit more.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
they don't use that power.
Slightly tighter writing from Serling, maybe that we didn't need the first wish.
Yes.
But, or whatever.
What was the first wish again, Ed?
We'll come back. We'll come to that in a minute. So... He's a hypnotist, says Castle thickly.
Because he's not a hypnotist.
Yeah, sorry, how do you go from like smoke guy arrives, he's a hypnotist?
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? You think a Beatles about, maybe?
Well, yeah, a bit,
More
again,
80s,
yeah, more 80s reference, brilliant, yeah.
Shit.
That's all we watched, really. No, but I don't think your first thought would be, a hypnotist.
Well, I don't know. He does look a bit like a hypnotist. He's dressed a bit like he might be some sort of showbiz figure.
Maybe. I would have thought, to be fair, he looks more like the tax man than the tax man when the tax man turns up. I mean, that's later on, but...
You see, this kind of level of confusion, this is why you should not blithely brush over the generic explanation of your existence if you're a genie. Yeah. Because otherwise it just leads to these kind of misunderstandings.
It's total confusion.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bullshit.
And he's not even, like I say, he's not even a fat bloke in slippers.
No. So then we know who he was. If he found a lamp
offering
with tits out,
offering free bloody wishes. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You got 4 wishes. Yeah, read it and weep. What?
Is he like trying to compete with other genies to be better? Yeah. You know, you can go with 4 with me because those other louts only give you 3.
Grudgingly, the genie gives an explanation. Basically, he's lived in a bottle and grants 4 wishes.
Yeah.
Surely more than the standard in these sort of situations.
He's been in the bottle 101 years.
Give him a little bit back.
Yeah.
And he's been in there for 100 years and a day.
Oh, 100 years and a day, sorry. Yeah.
Which maybe normal genies just 100 days. But he likes to give a little bit.
Who gives you extra?
Over the odds.
Yeah, who gives you extra?
It also doesn't explain why he's dressed like some sort of 1930s hoofer.
Yeah.
If he's been... Because that would be 30 years back.
Well, I presume he'd be dressed like a cowboy or something, right?
That would make more sense.
Yeah, it would really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So where's he got his fags from?
I don't know.
Those are pre-rolled. Do they have them in? They might have done, maybe. I don't know.
Well, we know, like you say, I mean, presumably 100...
The last time he came out was 1860.
What, did he come out?
It does look like he should come out.
I mean, it's taken him 100 years and 1 day to build up that level of smoke as well in that bottle, I think. He's just puffing away all day.
Well, so then he explains, slightly menacingly, once a wish is made, it's irrevocable, irreversible, a matter of record.
Oh.
It cannot be undone unless by another wish. So
he gets to the stage where he convinced him to make a wish, does he?
Yeah.
And what's the first wish he makes?
Well,
he doesn't waste it.
He's listened. Castle is not. He's not taking heed, and he's pretty pleased here. It doesn't seem like, having just said those strange words, that still sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah.
And it's not like the genie's going to fuck you over or in a thing.
No.
Or in a thing. Anyway, just for the sake of argument, Castle decides he'll do a wish.
Yep.
Even though Edna's just going, phone the police.
Yeah.
And he goes,
I know he could have wished for the police there.
He could. He tells him he could have every bobby on the street.
The Scotland Yard.
Yeah. I don't know why England's coming to that quite
No, twice as well.
Yeah. He decides that to have the glass fixed on a display case in the shop.
Yeah, think Big Ed.
That's what he goes for.
Do you know what I go for?
You can do anything. Alright.
If you give me a wish now, do you know what I go for?
What's that?
Fix the fucking squeaky chairs in our office, in our studio.
Well, actually, that would be better.
It would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Well,
and there'd be no consequences to that either.
There's always consequences. Have you learned nothing? You guileless simpleton.
What, people are about to hear what we're saying? They realise we're awful.
You've got to do what Mr. Castle does and pick something bulletproof.
Yeah.
Watertight, my friend. Which is exactly what he does later. Apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in fairness, the genie does look a bit pissed off, but does it anyway. And what happens?
So there's a brilliant special effect.
Yeah.
So glass. Yeah, then it's fixed, which is lovely. Obviously, Arthur is amazed by this, and so is his wife.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, if you think he's a hypnotist, how do you know you've not been hypnotised to believe that's fixed now?
No, he doesn't believe that anymore. That was just a thing.
Okay, got over that, right?
He got over that pretty swift.
So anyway, it fixed the glass now.
Yeah.
So Arthur and Edna are actually reasonably convinced that he's legitimate now.
He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to look at a business card.
No.
Yeah. So now he's just sitting there puffing Gaulois in their place of business, and they're pretty happy with it. So he then screams, He looks at the now fixed display cabinet.
Yeah.
And he screams, "We could have anything! Anything!"
You're listening to Hello Shite. Go home and rethink your life.
So we can have anything, Mark.
Yes.
What's your first thought? What's he going to go for? What would you go for, Mark?
Well, he does go through a lot of... Well, okay, so what I'd go for...
Yeah.
I'd go straight for the... I want infinite wishes.
Yeah.
But I know that gets closed down.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed with that. But then what I do then is I wish that wasn't a rule. So I thought this out, Ed.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. You can't get out of that.
Yeah.
That's watertight, that is. No problem at all. I think if I was wishing, I think I'd, wish for non-squeaky chairs. That would be fixed. I'm convinced now.
You've already done that one.
That's
the fixer.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in now. I'd probably go for, I don't know, infinite life.
Infinite life? What
Infinite
do you want that
life.
for? Oh, because you know he's going to screw you over.
Well, yeah,
He's
but...
going to be like an old, horrible husk of a human... I mean... This wouldn't be difficult for you because you could imagine.
Sorry, for a moment there, I actually thought I looked like Peter Stringfellow, and that was what I looked like for the rest of my life. No. Yeah, see, you're right, the consequences, I've not thought this through.
Yeah, you see, he's going to screw you over.
But he does go for a lot of options. So he wants to go for money.
Yeah.
So he starts off quite low. We could go for...
He doesn't even start there. Comes up with a few ideas.
Oh, go on then. What are his ideas then?
Remember that he's not a man with a lot of imagination.
Or ambition.
So his first idea is a new shop. There you go.
Right.
I hate working in this shop.
Yeah, it's shit.
I love the shop.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Oh, yeah, he wants a posher one, doesn't he?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
He's talking
upmarket.
about getting a more upmarket shop.
Yeah.
That's it. That's his best idea that he's come up with. He's looking around. A shop! A better shop! So he's just saying stuff he sees. It's
a better cardigan?
Trousers!
Yeah.
Better trousers!
Yeah.
A new necktie!
I'm not being funny. If you look at Edna as well, the first thing I'd do is replace her.
Oh, Edna's too good for him. Good for us. I feel sorry for Genie because he's apparently waited over 100 years
and a day.
He comes lumbered with some prick with no imagination
Yeah.
So in the end, what does he ask for? I think you mentioned this.
So he's going down the money option, but there's quite a series of him deciding what money's appropriate.
How much money is he going to go for?
So what he could do here, what he could do is wish for a money maker, and then he could make as much money as he wanted to.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just trying to think of the downside here. He's going to get...
There are no downsides there.
He's going to get done for forgery or something.
How can you get that for forgery if it's a money maker?
What do you mean a money maker? He's not a machine?
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Or why not a magic wallet that never empties?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's nothing wrong with that.
Your wallet. That would just be loads of dead knots and old condoms, wouldn't it?
Not even mine.
Okay. All right. These are better ideas than he's come up with.
But he comes up with a series of money. So I think he starts with something silly like $1,000 or something, doesn't he? And then
yeah, it goes up. It does go up. He comes up finally he hits it $1 million.
What's that in equivalent money?
I haven't looked this one up.
Oh, right, so you can do the first bit, but you can't do $1 million.
All right, pause a second.
Well, no, think it right. It's $1 is worth what? $8?
Yeah. So about 8. All right. We might be able to do this. I don't know. All right, smart.
And using that same conversion rate.
So let me think about this.
Okay, yeah.
$4 million. Shit. All right, moving on. Right. So nothing simpler, says the genie, sparking up another galwa. It goes to he's got to give him a head rush.
Yeah.
After 100 years in a bottle, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's been smoking. As they say, it's more dangerous to inhale the.
Don't smoke in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
So then £1 million rains down from the ceiling.
And again, he got cheated here. He said, "I want £1 million stacked on the floor nicely."
Right.
And it came down flying from the sky.
Did it?
Yeah.
So anyway, Castle leaps around in his high waisters.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty light on his feet for a big fella.
Yeah, isn't he? Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, we're assuming, or it's not really explained how long, but it can't be that long. Suddenly the castles are there, and all their neighbours have turned up.
You see, I thought I'd missed a bit here.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No,
I think
it
maybe
just
they might
happens,
have had
right?
to cut a bit out or something, or it was I don't know. But yeah.
So effectively, they turned into Bob Geldof here. It's like just giving the money away, right?
Just giving out cash to
Yeah.
everyone.
With random amounts as well. Here's a bundle for you. Here's a bundle for you.
Yeah. That
Off
old
you go.
lady's turned up again. She's
Yeah,
onto a good thing. She's back from Bon Marché with a new shawl.
I've got $1 out of him. What can I get? Oh wow, he's giving away free money.
20 grand.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, sweet.
And what system was put in place here? Well, bear in mind, there's no social media. There's no. You can't ring round. Well, maybe ring round.
Hey, turns out the castles have just got £1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Pop
Not
round.
my pop round.
Because the first thing they're going to do is give it to you.
Well, apparently that is what happened.
Yeah.
So, Carson's there with his missus, and they've invited all the neighbours along, and he's now regaling them all with a number of weak anecdotes. So he's pretty happy at this point.
No one asks where the money comes from, right?
No.
No questions
And
asked.
whilst everyone's just silently accepting large bundles of cash, no questions asked.
No.
Hey, Father, he says to a priest, have your church cleaned. Here's 50 grand.
Yeah.
It's 1960 in New York. There's thousands of old Italian women to clean that church for him. He doesn't need 50 grand.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but yet again, moving on when it moves on later, he's this happy, joyous, generous guy, isn't he? At this
nice.
stage, he's really nice. You know,
does he deserve what's about to unfold?
Not really. The first thing that he does when he gets any significant wealth in his
Give
life
it out
is to
to
share it.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate. You know.
Genie's just getting, what a prick.
Exactly,
What more can he do?
Exactly.
Right, anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty harsh.
So what can the
harsh.
consequence be here of having £1 million, giving it away, generally speaking, having a good heart,
being
So
a kind man. We've known now that when he was poor, he was kind.
Exactly.
Now he's rich, he's still kind.
He's still giving.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good lad, isn't he, Mr.
What
Carson?
could go wrong at this stage?
Anyway, Carson is still randomly dispensing thousands out to the crowd until it dwindles down. Bit weird.
Yeah.
Weird that crowd would dwindle down quite so quickly. I imagine. But anyway, there's a man at the end of the queue wearing a suit and a fedora, and despite having never seen him before, Carson immediately tries to hand him a bunch of cash.
That's not a good idea.
A bunch of money.
When he works out who he is.
Yeah. So, would you believe it? It's only a guy from the IRS.
Yeah.
And he reckons there's a matter of income tax.
Yeah. Not sure how that...
With the standard deductions for a husband and wife, he owes the government £942,000.
So, on your £1 million windfall, they get 95% of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know maths is not your strong point, though. We established that earlier.
31. Hold on.
Well, surely that rate...
Let me get my crayon.
That rate, what's this? Genie tax,
I don't understand. Surely to pay income tax, it needs to be income.
Yeah.
He hasn't declared this, has he?
Well, he's also...
Wait now, £1 million. Better get onto the IRS and just quickly tell them this has happened. So where did the money come from? Yeah, Genie gave to me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm not sure that's legitimate.
Give you 3 or 4 wishes. Just
There's more tax for 4.
Anyway, I don't know.
See, I had a little theory, a little conspiracy theory.
Go on.
I reckon the IRS man was in with the Genie.
Right.
So Genie comes out a bottle.
Yeah.
And then I reckon he makes a phone call. And they're on a little sort of like arrangement thing going on. Because the first thing...
He's been in there 100 years.
Well, the IRS has existed.
Isn't the IRS guy is a previous wish winner?
Yeah, maybe.
His
wish was to take money from everybody. Exactly, so you have nothing
Next
left.
time someone asks for some, I want to be alive, wearing a fedora, I want to be nearby, I have the power to take all that money off them.
Yeah, absolutely. Or just leave them with
really,
$5.
That's a pretty bitchy wish, mate. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Great wishing, says Edna, helpfully. All right.
Well, bear in mind,
in fairness, it has been shit. So.
This is only the second time he's ever made a wish, to be fair, right?
Well, in fairness, it was still better than the first one.
Yeah, that's
At least
true.
you had a bit of excitement out of it.
Yeah.
So we haven't even paid the gas bill, she points out. So the genie appears again, and whilst casually examining his nails, tells them that they probably should have considered the taxes. What?
Sorry, mate, that quote I gave you, that was without VAT, you mug.
Should have asked for that money, that $1 million after tax, he says.
So we got $5.
So suddenly, inspired, again, lack of imagination here, Castle lunges forward and says, yes! $1 million after tax! At which point, his wife drags him back and says, no!
No more wishing.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't really explain. So he really has got a stunning lack of imagination, and the genie could basically suggest anything and he'd go for it. So then the wife warns him off the $1 million tax for some reason, not really explained. And so Castle stalks about the shop until finally inspiration hits him. He'll ask for 10 more wishes. Even that, you came up with infinite wishes.
Yeah.
He's gone for 10.
Well, he's a bit of a... I mean, he hasn't got much imagination. But the beauty of doing 10 is one of those 10 could be, I want another 10 wishes. As long as you keep remembering to do that.
Yeah, well, it's just easier just to have the... If you go for the infinite wishes early on.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't have to keep remembering.
Well, yeah.
Well, if you get to 10, you've forgotten.
Yeah, no.
You've lost. This guy's an idiot.
But as the genie explains, that's not the rules of the game.
You're listening to Hello Shite, beating culture down with a slightly shitty stick.
Finally, that's a good idea. But obviously the genie, who's clearly not enjoying the castle's company, explains that's not permitted. The castles then start having a row in front of the genie, to whom clearly 100 years of solitary confinement is looking more attractive all the time.
Well, why is he so impatient as well? Because, I mean, time is irrelevant to this guy. But he seems impatient to get them cracking on.
So then he accuses the genie of tricks. And he says, what can you give us simply without tricks? To which, quite rightly, because remember at this point, the genie hasn't actually done any tricks, really.
No, he's done exactly what he's been asked to do.
I gave him £1 million. It wasn't his fault, the IRS just happened to be walking past. Without tricks, protests the genie. It's a question of semantics. There's no tricks involved. Yeah, that's right. He hasn't done anything. Castle asked for some glass to be fixed.
Yeah.
It was.
Done.
He then asked for $1 million.
Done.
It's hardly the genie's fault, but apparently the IRS, and they're really hot on that shit.
Apparently so, within minutes.
But the genie says menacingly, you must accept the consequences whatever you wish for. I think the genie has said that he'd probably proceed with a significant caution, and in fairness, Castle wanders pensively around the shop, muttering, something without consequences, something dead sure, something anchored, something airtight. Finally, he says, I've got it! And Edna looks on, unconvinced, reasonably.
She's not been that impressed so far.
No.
With his wishing skills.
Anyone has been.
No.
Power!
Oh. Really? Money? Oh, power.
So
right,
remember he said something watertight. So what's his next line? To be in charge of something.
Yeah, what, a corporation?
Yeah.
You know, what about a shitty old shop? Yes, that's it.
So he wants to be the leader. He wants to be the head of a country.
Yep, but he's quite specific here.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to get cooked out again here. You know, he's not going to...
It has to be a foreign country for some reason.
Yeah, but it has to... What was the word he used? It had to be...
It has to be a foreign country, but it has to be contemporary.
Yes.
So, you know, it's 1960. So I suppose a place where you're not going to get voted out of office, maybe South America, or Africa, or the Middle East, some bits of Europe maybe.
Yeah.
He's going to have a bit of a language barrier there, but I suppose he's not going to get voted out, so he's got time on his side.
That's true.
But then, without any prompting from the genie whatsoever, Castle goes on to qualify what he means by contemporary.
Yeah.
This century.
Yeah, well, you've got to be careful. Do you think that was done more for budgetary constraints than anything else? You know, I'd like to go back to Jurassic Park. You know, no, we can't do that. We haven't really got the money. Okay. What about the Vikings? No. So he makes his wish, Ed.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing this wish doesn't go well as well.
Well, I mean, the last two have done all right. I mean,
well, yeah,
he
but
took 50-50. But he got £5,
entirely,
so he's up.
Yeah,
He's got a mended thing.
Yeah.
For some reason, he's really suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So where does he end up, Ed?
So we need to hear some words from the genie before we go there.
Okay, yeah.
He says, "What about the consequences?" says Castle. To which the genie laughs wickedly and responds, "Consequences? I've already told you. You run the risk of consequences no matter what you do."
Do you know what I'm thinking now, mate? I'm thinking, I wish you'd fuck off.
Yeah. Well, weirdly, Castle seems to take solace in these words.
That's all right. I've checked.
And the genie's subsequent mocking laughter.
Yeah. There's nothing sinister about that at all.
Fine, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
He's on the level.
I'll crack on with my power-based contemporary...
My power-hungry ways.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He never struck me as a man that would really want power. No. You'd understand money, maybe, but not power.
Anyway, so egged on by his wife, who clearly hasn't worked out that she won't actually benefit from this wish in any capacity whatsoever.
No, you're right. You know, I didn't pick up on that. It's odd how she just disappears from the frame.
On, do it!
Yeah.
I hate you.
Is she still running
on my own?
Is she still running the shitty shop?
Yeah.
While he's doing what he's doing.
That dick won't be there anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what happens next? Well, next Mark.
So we cut to an office.
Yeah.
With it's German.
So office, we cut to a 1940s bunker.
Mm-hmm.
An unconvincing Nazi commandant is leaning imposingly over the table next to the weeping figure slouched over a desk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have watched this several times
Mm-hmm.
to try and make out what the commandant is supposed to be saying. For one thing, instead of doing the classic hello, clipped German accent, which is what I was expecting,
Boop.
he's clearly never heard a German before.
No.
He's doing some sort of weak approximation of an Italian accent.
Oh, really?
And he says something like, "He's a mass suicide. What about it, Führer?"
I was just pissing by the door.
I held 2 sheets. Fuck knows. I have no idea what that guy's doing.
Well, he's the first guy, isn't he?
That was perfect. I'm off. Suddenly Castle realises where the camera is.
Yeah.
And spins round.
Yeah.
To display his moustache.
Yeah.
Which is presumably supposed to be some sort of toothbrush moustache.
Yeah.
But instead actually covers his entire top lip like a normal moustache.
Yeah.
So it's not clear. He looks like Farage with a hip moustache. That's what he looks like. And I know, because I've seen that on the internet. So.
And he just looks, obviously he's very upset. I presume he's been in that role for a while.
So just in case it wasn't clear, and it isn't clear, he says straight to the camera, "I'm Hitler, in a bunker, at the end of the war."
Again, odd.
Yeah.
Because...
There may be some script issues here.
Yeah, I think so as well. Also some prop issues as well, which I'll talk about in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So another guy comes in.
That's right.
Puts on his desk, some poison for you, sir.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
As midway through Castle's explanatory howling, another Nazi guard wanders in without knocking.
You wouldn't do that to the Führer.
How quickly they forget these
guys.
He places a vial of poison on the disc and then says it'll be very quick, and there's gasoline outside for him and Miss Braun.
Yeah. Very thorough.
Braun.
I would like to discuss a prop issue at this stage.
Yeah, go on.
So I was fascinated by the
Did he have his mobile phone on?
No. It was the swastika at the back on the wall.
Yeah.
It was round the wrong way.
No, it wasn't.
What?
No, it wasn't.
Don't make me look stupid, Ed.
No, it's not you. It's for some reason, whoever's put that on Daily Motion, I think to get round copyright or something, has switched it over. So if you saw the Twilight Zone bit at the beginning, it actually faces the wrong way.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Because I noticed the one on his arm looked weird.
Because I saw the big flag and I compared it to his arm. That's why I realised I thought the flag on the back was backwards. So it turned out that his arm was backwards.
Well, I don't know why they've done that. But anyway,
so
they've done that.
It's fair to say, Ed, his third wish has not gone well.
It has not gone well.
No.
Well, now that's it. It's presumably the end of his wish. Oh, no, wait, he got 4, isn't he?
Yeah, so I think in sort of an emotional outburst, he kind of, I wish this never happened, effectively.
Well, can I point out, just before, because I watched this with my mum.
Right.
And her comment when she saw this was, Hitler was never that fat.
Okay.
So there you go. To say what you like about Hitler, he was pretty true.
Yeah. Your mum liked him a bit. Yeah, he was a bit of a salt.
Lovely eyes.
Yeah.
So Tubby Hitler picks up the vial of potion and he glowers at it. And this story is clearly a rip-off of the famous The Monkey's Paw, the W. Jacobs story from the old story, the short story. But again, 3 wishes in that, because that's the law. That's the mandatory amount of genie wishes you get.
Yeah,
or,
not
or
2, not 1, it's always 3.
Castle's given 4.
Yeah.
And that means he's still got 1 safe, it's in the bank.
Yeah.
So what does he wish for, Mark?
He wish it never happened, Ed.
He hasn't learnt that he needs to use his language more carefully.
Yes, yeah.
So he just wishes to be sent back to where it all began.
Oh, as if nothing had happened, almost.
Well, I mean, if he clearly hasn't learnt, because if the genie was being more of a dick here, and there might have been a bit more of a budget, he could have ended up in some sort of primordial soup as an amino acid or something. I don't know.
You had to be quite specific about the beginning. If you see what I mean, really. Yeah.
But admittedly, that would have taken some fairly heavy exposition, which wouldn't have worked here, I don't suppose.
And some very big budgetary constraints as well. Yeah. Right, lads, we need to create the beginning of the life somewhere, somehow. We've got £8. No, do you know what? We're just putting back to where he was before.
Yeah, just put him in the shop. We've already got that set.
Am I right in saying as well, we haven't seen the genie for pretty much the whole of the end section of this?
No, and then we don't see him again.
No, we don't, do we?
That's it now.
He delivers the 3rd wish, and he just disappears.
This is menacing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so what happens next? He's then back in the shop.
Yep. But
he's
still up.
Is he still up?
He is, because the window is still fixed.
He's right.
So, and he realises now the fact that he was happy with the way he was before.
And his wife goes, "Hey, look, we're still up. We actually made it out of the 4 wishes that could have done anything."
Well, presumably she didn't even know the 3rd wish happened either, because she wasn't even part of that. But anyway, whatever.
Well, I didn't really understand what happened there.
No.
But again. I mean, when he comes back, she's really surprised.
Yeah.
So, has he been away a long time?
Do you think she was just waiting?
Or that was 2 minutes?
Yeah.
He hasn't, I don't know.
Again, odd.
Yeah.
It is the Twilight Zone, Ed.
Yeah, it certainly is. He points across at the display cabinet, and she points across at the display cabinet with its non-broken glass front. And whilst he's, and inexplicably, they both start laughing like fucking idiots, like He-Man characters. And then, with his broom that he's using to sweep up the glass of the bottle, smashes it again.
What a klutz.
The guy's a fucking shambles.
Yeah, he is. He really is. But you think, at this point, I thought he was going to get angry. He had his anger face, and then he calmed down, and it's all
he's
right.
He's chilled now.
So at this point is where he exits the shop, and then he puts the broken bottle into the trash.
The wire trash can.
The wire trash can.
Yeah.
And again, there's a brilliant special effect here as well.
Yeah, it's good.
The bottle reassembles itself.
Yeah.
Fills with smoke.
Yeah.
Presumably he sparked one up inside there, obviously.
Well.
And then we cut to the end.
E.O. Higgins and Mark Green, occupying some space.
Well, thank you for listening again, lovely, lovely, lovely listeners. And please do tell your friends.
Yes.
About how wonderful we are.
Yes.
Even though it might not be true.
Yeah. Just go get their phone.
Yeah.
Find us on the iPhone app or find us on the podcast app. Just subscribe.
Yeah,
that's what you have to do.
That's it. And you know, if they're in your thrall, then you just overpower them and make them listen to it that way.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you lock them in a dungeon, just play it to them.
Constantly. Exactly, yeah.
It can work.
Yeah.
So if you would like to follow us on the Facebooks, we're there. I think it's just called Hello Shite.
It is, yeah.
If you're looking for us on the Twitters, we are there at hello_shite. If you'd like to email us,
like Peter Duncan did.
Yeah, like Peter Duncan did this time. That definitely happened. You can email us at hello@helloshite.com. And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, it's done then.
Ed, great show, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much.
Oh, you were awesome. You were awesome.
Yeah,
Absolutely awesome, mate.
Oh, that thing I said, that was brilliant.
Yeah, everything you said was brilliant.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought some of it was.
I mean, I know I'm dead wood, so thank you.
No, you are. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I need to disappear off a second, mate. I need to drop the kids off at the pool.
You need to do what?
I need to evacuate.
I don't understand.
I need to go for a poo.
Oh, right, off you go then.
Okay, cheers,
Yeah,
mate.
don't do it there.
Yeah, don't touch anything while I'm gone, all right?
No, I won't.
Promise me?
No, yeah.
Right, good.
So, Mark's wine. Lovely. This 2016 Merlot looks pretty sardonic. Oh! Butterfingers. Shit.
Hello, Ed. I'm Greenie the Genie. I'm here to give you 3 wishes, son.
3 wishes. That's
3,
a bit
yes.
tight, isn't it, mate?
Union rules, none of this 4-wish shit.
Alright, fine.
Yeah.
Sweet. 3
Yeah.
wishes.
3 wishes,
Well,
mate.
this definitely can't go wrong if I think about it.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So, wish number 1.
Got it. Right. I want to be a megalomaniac, short, Austrian, with a tiny moustache. What do you got for me?
Here you go, Ed.
Oh no! I'm Hitler! How has this happened? Oh, you tricked me!
That's exactly what you asked for. There are consequences to these decisions.
Oh, Hitler! Oh, that moustache looks quite nice.
You still have 2 wishes.
Right. Let's fudge this. Let me go back to being me. Oh, thank God. I'm back in Mark's. Oh, there's still wine all over the place. I should have asked for that to be cleaned up, really.
You still have 1 wish. Make it count.
All right. So, okay. You're going to try and make me Hitler again. I know where this is going. Right. So, I know. I want to be a really good guy that everybody loves, that is kind and decent.
Are you sure you thought this through, Ed?
Mate, it is watertight. You can't make me Hitler. So that's definitely what's going to happen. I'm just a nice guy.
Okay.
Lovely guy.
Okay, get ready.
All right. Oh, what? Why am I Hitler again?
But he was nice to his dog.
No, he wasn't nice to his dog. He killed him with cyanide.
I've got to go anyway. See you later. Bye.
Shite. You are now entering the Shite Zone.
I'm genie in bottle. I'm genie in bottle.
You gotta rub me the right way.
Rub.
First at the bass, into the jam. Then let the music take command. Back to another dimension. Stop the book and face off attention. Music to party, music to dance. The new follow-up of public demand. Slick as pipe, the loud megaphone. Take you down to the Twilight Zone.
Shite. You gotta rub me the right way. Rub. You gotta rub me the right way. Rub.